It's an incredible time to be alive. Things that would have seemed impossible just a decade ago are part of our everyday experience now. And as I see it, we're in the midst of a shift that could be even more transformative than the invention of the printing press or the Industrial Revolution. It means the future is one of unlimited possibilities. But it's also disrupting key institutions of our society: education, business, communities, and government. Many people are understandably concerned because despite the progress we're seeing in some areas, too many are getting left behind. The way we choose to respond to this as a society represents, in my opinion, the biggest challenge of our time. To confront a challenge this complex, we need a comprehensive approach that embraces change. And I think the approach we've been developing together is essentially that for 3 reasons. Number 1, we have a deep belief in people. We believe that people are capable of extraordinary things, that everyone has a gift, and with the right mindset and support, everyone can contribute to the betterment of themselves and others. This foundational principle was reflected in the Declaration of Independence, but it's a principle that often hasn't been applied in our country. But when it has, we've seen how people can overcome obstacles, innovate, and achieve great things. So, in this time of disruption, if people are wondering, can we adapt and succeed? Our answer is yes. And because we see things this way, it leads us to the second reason I have confidence in our strategy. Our approach is bottom-up. The way you approach improving society will ultimately be reflected in the kind of society that emerges. If you use a top-down approach, you will end up with a top-down society, one that won't give people a real opportunity to succeed. Whereas if you try to change society in a bottom-up way, you're more likely to create a vital, dynamic society where people are engaged and contributing. That's why our approach is bottom-up. We invest in people who are solving problems at a local level based on their direct knowledge and real-life experience. We work to help them dramatically expand their efforts so they can make a much bigger difference. Which leads to the third reason I believe in our strategy. We unite with anyone to do right and no one to do wrong. We take this advice from Frederick Douglass to heart because bottom-up approaches work by engaging many more people with different ideas and perspectives. So we focus on bringing people together, finding ways to work with anyone who is willing and able to make a meaningful difference. Over the past few years, we've taken this approach to improve education, business, communities, and government, and the response has been incredible. We're engaging more people than ever and have accomplished more than we ever dreamed possible. So, do you think that with the right mindset and support, everyone can succeed? Do you recognize the need for a bottom-up approach? And are you willing to unite with anyone to do right? If so, then together we can help ensure a brighter future for our country. The challenges we face are great, but our ability to overcome them is far greater if we stay true to these principles and stand together.